one suggestion if you're going to be vlogging, it might be good to get a title and then get a number of how long the video would be. It's like 36 minutes and a second. So you do 36:01 parentheses. Go ahead and take that title. You have a show that's associated, put that on Facebook. Also put a couple photos there as like a portfolio showing the show. I always find that helps in the long run. So you have the title of the show, the amount of the show, 36:01 or whatever it may be. You can also tag that or associate it with your own show on YouTube. Post it on Facebook and leave some photos underneath it. It's a real good way to track it. And also people may be more interested if they're on Facebook. It's advertisement on your channel, on your Facebook page, and also the YouTube channel. It's like it's connecting the two. I've never seen a graphic like this before. It's grabbing it. All right, welcome to the Please Subscribe show. It's October 5th, 2023. There's Linda getting ready. She's going to serve people food. I'm going to Irving to do a house cleaning. Or maybe, no, it's an apartment cleaning. And we're on our way now. Thanks for joining us. Last night we were in a thunderstorm. I'm trying to send that up to you as quick as I can, okay? There were 8 shows, I think, posted last night. Or there's 7 shows, and then the 8th one I have to work on, so. Sorry, it's supposed to be a 30-minute show. I'm still learning. All right, we're off to the day. It'd be great if you could come along with us and hang out. We would welcome you, and we appreciate you. And please subscribe. You can hit the notifying bell. That way you know then when the next video is posted, you'll be in the loop. All right? All right. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. This is your first time. I'm Cole Spivey. I'm an actor. I'm also a vlogger. This is a show about writing a screenplay about a werewolf and pitching it to some people in Hollywood. And maybe send it to Grim Life. Actually, I'm going to send it to Grim Life Collective, a physical copy. They're in Europe right now. I'm sending it to their post office on the 9th. All right, it's a screenplay. It's kind of what the show's about right now. And house cleaning. And Linda serving food. Linda, you want to say hi?
Hi, how are y'all?
Let me get some light right here. This is Linda, my
there.
common law wife, my YouTube
Hi.
wife. My YouTube wife. All right, you have a good day, and we'll see you later. All right, we're October 5th. It's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. About 195,800 miles on the speedometer. We're dealing with October 5th of 2023. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. We're headed to Irving to do a cleaning. Minimum vlogging, because I got another show from last night that I got to send up. So I got all the shows. I think it was like 7 or 8 shows. I think it was 7 shows. And then I have the 8th one and then this one. So I'm going to keep it simple. All right, thank you. And then enjoy. Sorry. I know I'm kind of like sit back and relax kind of thing, but we had a major thunderstorm last night with minor hail. It was pretty serious hail in certain areas. It knocked out a big grid on the other side of White Settlement. The whole entire place went dark. The hotels, QTs, Walmart, everything. So Linda and I had to kind of find our way out of that. She got lost in the darkness because the street lamps went out. And then we were able to find our way back. I was able to go under an underpass. And then there were other people there under the underpass too to dodge the hell. All right, okay, so let's go do the cleaning. Yay! Silver Alert, Stanford, Texas, and looking for license plate CHR. So it's going to start with a CHR. Come from Stanford. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that. Probably what I said the first time. It's a Silver Alert. I have to go back and study the city, but we do have a Silver Alert. The license plate number is CHR. And if I pass by the sign again, it'll tell the city that it's out of. I only have a few seconds to get the information. And if it blinks in time, it'll show Silver Alert, and then it'll blink, and then you'll get the license plate. I did write a short story. It could be classified as a novella called Silver Alert Kitty. It's a great little story. I kind of wrote it for Fred Armisen a little bit, but it's about a stand-up comedian in Florida who has like a friend like Carrie Brownstein, and they have a show like Portlandia. They call it something else though. And the guy's name is Fred, but it's not Fred Armisen, but his name is Fred, the character. And he decides to go up northeast to do filming locations, kind of like a retirement vacation trip with his cat. And he runs into some trouble. He meets like a wild lady at a bar, and he gets pulled over, and the cat cage is left open, and the cat gets nervous during the stop. The state trooper that stops him. And the cat gets out of the cage and leaps out of the car and attacks the state trooper, pushing him back just a few feet, and the state trooper gets hit by an 18-wheeler. You know, it happened to, if you ever, I just want to say something. These people survive that sometimes. In this case, I don't think it's, I don't know if, in this one he doesn't survive it, but there was a band called, they're a Southern band. I listened to them. I may put them up now. The name of the band. It's the name of a fish. Slint. The band is named Slint. They named their band after a fish. They're a really great band. They had an album called Breadcrumb something. I think it was called Breadcrumb Trails, but they had a documentary about them. And they had one very successful album that was on alternative market. They weren't really punk, but they do have a genre. You can find them on Wikipedia. They're kind of an outsider band almost, but they're very sophisticated. They're a little too sophisticated to be an outsider band, meaning they have their stuff together. They're no longer together, but they were around for a little while, and they would spend hours tuning their instruments before a show. Literally hours just tuning. The Silver Alert is a Ford Mustang CHR 6915 on the license plate. And one of the band members stepped out in the highway, got hit by a car and He flew. It's in the documentary. He survived it. He hurt some of his ribs, broke a collarbone or something like that. But this guy in the story, in the short story, he steps back because of the cat. Cat gets into him. This 18-wheeler gets him, picks him up. He's gone. The cat goes flying in the air, landing like on all fours, like on the hood of the car or something. He's able to retrieve his cat again. I want to know what the cat's name is. I have so many stories that I write. But Fred gets his cat back, and right then, because of the accident was a fatality, all the attention goes to the accident for every officer and everything. I got to get something from here. Hang on. So all the attention goes there, and he's dismissed from the incident, which was only a traffic stop, and simply drives away. It wasn't his fault. The cat did it, But Silver Alert Kitty is the title of the short story. It's under my information. My alias is Ash Cole. That's my pen name. or my pseudonym as a writer. And it went on to fictionpress.com under Ash Cole. There's an Ashley Cole, I don't know who that is, but there's also an Ash Cole. I think there's 70-something entries. It's a self-publishing site known as Fiction Press, and Fiction Press, I believe it's a .com. There's also one that's a .org, I believe, which is fan fiction. I have one on Ash Cole on fan fiction. I just wrote under an alias for that. I also posted under the same name when I posted Escape from Maine. So I used the same name for Escape from Maine. 2 books also to read too. Hemingway's Farewell to Arms, which I read some of that. It's not a whole lot, but it looks really good. And then The Sun Also Rises, which I got to pick that up for a second. It's been a while since I've been able to pick up Hemingway for a while. But anyway, check that out, Silver Alert Kitty. You might find it. I might post it here, hopefully, if I can go through editing and post that for you. I'm a writer. I also love acting. And then on October 10th, I have to appear before a judge and ask for an extension. And then I'm going to be sending Grim Life Collective Grace okay, it's hard to say. Grace, aka Werevlog. It's a screenplay. There's a theft charge against me under $100. I've got to deal with it. So I'm going with the 5th. Anyway, we're gonna look at some bridges up here, and then we'll be at the cleaning on time. That's what I'm gonna be proud of. I'm not proud of it. Stamford is the name of the city. So it's Stamford. It's a red Ford Mustang, CHR license plate 6915. CHR 6915 coming out of Stamford. So the Silver Alert is out of Stamford's license plate CHR 6915. It's a Ford, a red Ford Mustang. Church I was baptized in is right over that hill, right over there. It's otherwise known as MacArthur Boulevard Baptist. This is a apartment right next door. MAA Valley Ranch. They're run by MAA. I've been here before. I've done some drops here for Uber Eats and Grubhub. They're kind of on a hill. Well, there's a lot of hills around here by MacArthur and Mustang. The church is off of Mustang. Ricky Primrose is the pastor now. J. Josh Smith was the pastor when Angel and I attended. All right, we're gonna have to figure out parking because I don't want the same thing to happen to me again. So, don't know if they're there, but I can talk to them about where to park, or I won't do the job. It's gonna be, let me get all the information. This is gonna be the area. I gotta be very careful because I got towed last time, but not here. But I have to be very careful where I park. That corresponds with the apartment number, but I'm going to verify it before we start. Okay, I got a move out situation. Okay, it's a move out situation, so cleaning of the ovens, things like that. Probably not going to be able to show everything. So it's a move out situation, so they're just wanting basically just how what you would get done when you're moving out of an apartment. We're going to start with the oven. I don't know if I'm going to really be able to show a whole lot because the person's there and everything. I might be able to at least take some photos afterwards so I can kind of show you. Name. Yeah, that's gonna work. 13-year veteran Army. Served 13 tours. He's moving to Houston. Offered him the St. Patty the Great role. He's a great guy. It's this guy's email, though. I can't think of his name right now. But got his email, so we'll have to see. Might consider Cooper for Grace, so that we could pull it off. I might play Mark the Uber driver, focus on direction. We'll have to see, because not everybody can be Sylvester Stallone. But I don't know, I have to get in shape for Grace, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This guy's my top choice right now. Yeah, long career in the military. Yeah, very long career in the military and Army. My dad was Army. This guy's probably one of their top guys. Really nice guy. So I'm gonna send him the script tonight around 9. Doing more polishing and touching him up. I told him that it's going to Grim Life. And we'll see where it goes to, if it ends up at Actor Studio or where it ends up. I think they might like it. It's got a touch of maybe Clifford Odets and Eugene O'Neill in there maybe somewhere. But yeah, he's headed out. His oven was tough as a cooker, but he's also a sewer, so he sews. And I'm also maybe offering, if he gets involved in an AD position, because he's very good with detail. In the military, you can't make any mistakes. He's talking about, I hit my head on the refrigerator a little bit, but can't make any mistakes in the military. So he has a very keen sight, just like my father did, to attention of detail. He said he has a problem with his R's. I have a problem with my S's, but I said, listen, acting's not about words. It's not about the words. That's what Stella Adler always said. That people don't go to the theater for the words. They go for the humanity. They go to see the person, for the soul. They go for see the soul of the actor. And he's a good guy. He's a good guy. That's what I like. St. Patty's a friend of Grace, and that's what's cool. He came off as a great friend. Very quick, you know, and a guy that's a soldier, that's been in the nitty gritty, you'd be surprised. Because I met some of them, special ops guys. They're not always there. He's very much aware. He's very much there. Very blessed individual. Also, great tipper too, and just a great guy. Great speaker, great overall presence. Unfortunately, I only have his email. Time goes by very quick. I introduced myself, but names come and go with me. But I got his email, so we got connection. I'll send him the script. We'll see what happens. He is involved in acting, so he does do studio work. He does do. He has done like an independent film or something. He didn't talk a whole lot about it, but it's great with direction. So that's what I liked about him. I like actors who can also kind of direct me, you know, as a director. If I was a director and they can like give me direction. I like that. I mean, I know that's kind of breaking the rules, but I like that, you know, if an actor, you know, if I'm directing and they're like, well, I'm like, direct me for a minute. Tell me what's going on. And he was that way the whole time. Plus I was working for him. But that's what the director is doing. The director is working for the actor. So he taught me that, and great guy. Got his email, I sent it there. He said he's Army veteran, Afghan guy. My hat's off to him. I told him when I was leaving, I appreciate your service and everything that you've done for us. And us, meaning the country, and everything that we're about. Yikes. Okay, hey, the turn is very dangerous. Be careful on that turn right there off of MacArthur Boulevard. I was baptized right next door, so that was a godsend. I originally offered it, of course I offered St. Patty to Bradley through the vlog, Bradley Cooper, because I think he could pull off anything. But I may want to offer Grace to him. Because Bradley's kind of a leading man, and I know he's fantastic. Maybe. I'll have to see when the time comes what the best thing will do. I could definitely handle Mark the Uber driver, and I would be able to focus on direction and focus on the script and be able to not manhandle, but tweak the things I need to tweak as a director if I choose to direct. You see what I'm saying? It would be a hit, but I don't know if I'm thirsting after Grace. And Grace is kind of a straight man role, although it'd be tough. The reason, I'll tell you the main reason why I may offer Bradley the lead, or the Grace is kind of one of the leads, is what I saw in P.T. Anderson's Licorice Pizza. because I think he has, Grace has that kind of aspect to him, you know, this complete werewolf psycho kind of guy, you know, which I was surprised to see Bradley pull that off brilliantly. I think he was nominated for that. So it would be an easy fit. Now, if he says, you know, if he says no, then I can always go Stallone on it and then take it on myself. But I don't know, you know. I know St. Patty has to have a presence. He's got to be a big dude. This dude's he was a big UFC looking dude. Like 250-ish pure muscle kind of guy. But, oh, man, I don't know. This was tea. We'll have to see. I got a lot of vlogs to send up. I can't sit there and blah, blah, blah. We got tons of traffic headed through North Richland Hills on that side right there. Kind of see it a little bit, maybe. Yeah. There you go. You can see some of it. We're going to try going through the airport. I don't know why we're at half staff, but we're going to go through the airport just to save some time and then hit well, I guess that'd be on the other side, the outside of Euless. And then we'll go through Euless, through North Richland Hills, and then towards Fort Worth. Something must have happened. But I watch NBC News every night, so I don't know. There's so much stuff happens on it. I don't know what they're talking about, you know? It's like that should be half-staffed every day. I have a song called Half-Staffed Days. It's on my SoundCloud. A.D.W.C is kind of like a city. It's about the size of a zip code. It's got its own zip code. It's split up into, what, 5? You got A, B, C, D, and E terminals. We're looking at B right here, which is kind of a lonely terminal. Not as many land on B. You're going to have most land on A and land on E. But you got a lot on C too, and D is the one with the big hotel. So really A, B, C, and D are kind of, well, I'd say A, C, D, and E. E's for Europe, Alaskan, Japanese. If you're coming from New Zealand, you'd land in E. You know, E is the oddball guys that land that are not really American. American Airlines is most the A. They do land on B. They're going to land on C. Look how crowded C is. There's their itinerary. It's every guy's itinerary right there. Their itinerary on my lap. It was directed to Keitel. Then D, it's got the hotel. That's a big one. I usually stay off D. I'm just passing through today. And then E is going to be for like United Airlines and JetBlue. You're going to have Alaskan, Japanese, all those flights. Gary Oldman, if he came in, he'd probably land in E. Dracul, land in E for evil. B's one of my favorites. I like A too. Very familiar with C. I started off on C, doing secret Uber. Got a Skylink coming through here pretty soon. It's been passing. It's like a monorail system, very similar to the monorail, Walt Disney World. There goes the Skylink. There she goes. There goes the Skylink. And the other one's over that way. It's a nice little system to tell. A little American Eagle fight right there going probably Houston. Yeah, this guy could be an actor. He's headed to Houston. I told him to check out the Alley Theater. It's got a Tony. That's where Edward Albee worked. He came back from New York and he worked at the Alley. It won a Tony for Best the Theater one year. So they do amazing work there. It's in Houston, which is the biggest area. It's the most populated area. Jim Parsons knows all about it from The Big Bang. Hit the crap out of my head. I don't know, this refrigerator handle. Doesn't make the handle come out that way. I was lifting up, bam, hit the, their freezer handle. Wasn't too bad though. There's a light coming in right there. This guy, he's cleaned his apartment out of off of MacArthur in Irving. 13 years of service in the military. 13 tours. He did 13 separate tours. He left as a lieutenant. He was a lieutenant in the Army. He outranked my dad. My dad barely made sergeant. I don't even really know if my dad made sergeant. My dad would call himself a buck sergeant. I don't know what that means. But he was like a teacher. My dad was a teacher in the Army. But this guy, my dad taught radar. This guy was a lieutenant. Never would think that in a million years. Looked kind of like a grunt. I called him a Praetorian guard. Apostle Paul was chained to a Praetorian guard. Nah, he was a nice guy. He even cleaned right beside me at times because he was in a hurry to get out of there. Not real grumpy or anything, just really nice. He actually told me, look, you're cleaning a little too much, this is just, I'm leaving, He's moving out of that area. Oh, I gotta get this thing. Always do this, guys. Oh, man. Just as I spoke too soon. Do this. Here. Get this region. Yeah. Technical difficulties. Went down. There it is. It's way down there. I don't know if you can see it. This is gonna be a B.I.T.C. Nah, it's gonna be the map. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's go from the front. It's electric seat. I'll move this over this way. So what you want to do right here when you come to the airport? Grab this puppy here, scan it down that way. There's no way I just passed through. I guess because of the surge process. That's today's date. All right. I just went through there. 0 to 8 minutes, $6. 8 to 30 minutes. Oh, if you go too soon, I see. If you go too soon, then it's $6 to pass through. If you wait 8 minutes, then it's $2. You gotta wait 8 minutes. I did not know that. It says it right here. So if you get out and you're within 8 minutes, then it costs you $6. If you're over 8 minutes, it goes down to $2. 30 minutes to 2 hours is $3. 2 to 4 hours is $9. And 4 to 6 hours is $10. And 6 to 24 hours is $27. I'm about to reach 8 minutes, so I'm gonna rescan it. Let's see if it'll work. I I process canceled. So process canceled. I'm about, this take right here is at 7 minutes and 49 seconds. So we're about to reach 8 minutes on the take. And I'm gonna feed it in there to see what it does on the next one. Because you can keep these and write them out off on taxes. If you scan it. Okay, we're at 8 minutes. Let's see what happens. 8 minutes, fair and square. There it goes. $2. Save $4 by doing that. By reading. Reading is power, boys. You want to read. I just saved $4. I'm excited about that. All right, so remember, 8 minutes is too, you gotta make it 9 minutes if you come through here. So go slow. The cops like it too. All right, 8 minutes, okay, so 8 minutes. So go slow through there. If you go too quick, you gotta pay more. Got it? So I only spent $2 because it's at 9 minutes. So wait till it gets about 8 minutes and then go through and then get your tacos. That flag right there, pretty important. Also, the girl over there on my lap. Anyway, doing my Harvey Keitel. Now, we go this way. All right, I'm gonna listen to my 9 minute tick.